How's that look, guys? I got 2 more rafters on this side, and then I'm going to go over on the other side. I got all the cuts made, and I'm piecing them up. I was running the roads this morning, doing some private stuff, so it's 2 in the afternoon. Just had lunch, and I came out and put these rafters up. I'm going to finish framing them in, and everybody admits and agrees it looks so good like this. Mom and Dad were over a couple days ago on the weekend and saw this, and they even with just the 2 pieces up, they said it looks so much better, especially with the way it's cut and shaped, and yeah, it looks good. So figured I'd show you a couple of these as I put them up, and after that I won't bore you with all the same thing, but that's what I'm doing right now. So one thing is, the old air compressor I'm using is still the old air compressor I brought back from New York, and I have to manually turn it on and off or it blows a breaker. So I got to go over and charge up the air compressor. I get 4, 5, maybe 6 nails before I have to start it up again. So I'll be back in a minute. And that's this side. Let me show you. Hey, look at that. Looking good. Looking real good. I like that so much better. Now I've taken all the nicer rafters on this side, all the clean ones with no breaks and no burrs and cuts, and we'll put the other ones on the back side. Yeah, I like it. Alright, I got them all up. Now I gotta go in the middle and nail them together in the middle. But we're getting it. I hope to have this closed in today, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure so much about the roof yet today, but I certainly want to get the walls in today. That'll help. We still have another day of sun left this week, tomorrow. It's a bit tedious winding it cord in and out and getting the ladder stable in the soft earth, but I got just two and a half sets to go and I'll be done with the rafters. Well, there it is, guys. It's not perfect because some of the boards are warped, but hey, sure looks better than it did before. I like it a lot. It's going to be strong with those big beams in the middle. Posts, I should say. Posts and a beam in the middle to transfer the weight to the ground. Now, I'm going to go in for a little warm-up break, do some computer work. By the way, I'm doing a lot of computer work, and it has a lot to do with growing my channel and my websites. Stuff I do offline. So I spend a lot of hours in there, especially in the cold mornings. But it's all got to be done. Winters I'll be doing a lot more of that. So then I've got these cross braces here. I've got to get off and figure out where to put them so that I can put the plastic on the outside. And then I'll have to frame in the door. Still a lot to do, but the hardest part of all is done. That's satisfying. I just had an idea. I had a sheet of plywood laying there and I popped it up just for looks. It's going to take 3 sheets of plywood to close in the north side of the roof. I'll still get good sunlight in winter especially, but that'll insulate the greenhouse somewhat on the north side for the winter months, where that'll avoid heat loss because we don't get any sunlight on the north. So I'm going to do just what I did in New York and put 3 sheets of plywood up there, and then I'll put radiant foil underneath, and of course I'll put metal sheeting on top, which I have on hand, and we'll get this roof going. I think I might do that yet today, but I'm really cold. I didn't get my brake yet. I just grabbed that and I got at it. So I'll take my break and then I'll be back in a little bit. I want to fasten a couple nails in that though before I go in so that it doesn't blow off. Now that I got it up. Well, there it is, guys. There was a hole in one board, which is fine because the metal sheeting, the metal roofing will be on top of that anyway, so no big deal. But there's that, and that'll give it some rigidity because I'm going to be walking up there, and let me take you around. The idea is I'm going to put my Harbor Freight solar panels up there facing into the sun, and they should do pretty well up here, especially in summer. Even with the winter, the trees aren't that thick that it's going to block too much sunlight. So I think they'll be okay for the very little use that we'll be using in lighting the greenhouse and powering our shower. So that'll be a separate line back here on the roof of the greenhouse. I still have to close in this wall, but I've got some scrap pieces I'll measure and cut and drag over here, and I'll get them on. That's not a problem. I got a load of some plywood along with the lumber here that I'm using. So that was really nice. Now tomorrow's going to be the last dry and warmish day. It's going to be a high of the low 30s during the week next week. So this is a priority here now. And then hopefully I'll get that wood either covered or put away before the next rain comes. Thursday's supposed to be snow and freezing, but I hope to get it all put away, covered up. So that's all got to be tomorrow. And the day is drawing to a close, and I'm getting really cold, so I will, well, this was what I wanted to accomplish. Minimum today is this part. So I may or may not put on a sheet of plastic. We'll see how it goes. But let's see. Okay guys, I took off the, well, I put in new cross bracing here and here. I'm going to cut that with a Sawzall later. And I took off the exterior piece of cross bracing so that we can put the plastic sheeting up tomorrow. Over here I put an inside piece of cross brace and I can knock out the outside piece. I'm going to put another one going that way. And this thing doesn't shake at all now. So it's definitely becoming a solid structure. Somebody mentioned in the comments, if I understood him right, he asked if I'm going to put boards going down under the rafters. And yes, I'm going to carry that on. There's no support here, even with the double top plate. I'm going to put boards down underneath each one of these for strength. So if that was what you were asking, the answer is yes. But looking good. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm learning. Now, I also think that somebody was talking about snow load. I was thinking before you've read that comment, I'm probably going to go from here across to here with rafters, just above my head level, on the rafters I mean. So I'm going to come just above my head a foot or two, and then I can hang things from that too if I want. So I'm going to go all the way across in the rafters, all the way through from one end to the other, putting the middle of the A piece in every one. And I think that'll be better and stronger. So anyway, it's getting dark. I got just enough time to put the tools away. So I'll talk to you guys later. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Out. Well guys, it's 8 o'clock at night and 22 degrees. I have taken, this is why everybody's asking me why I don't have the tarps on the wood piles, because I use them here at night. This is why the tarps are not on the wood piles. I've got this covered up, and there's a tarp, but one more day and I won't need these anymore. Alright, there it is guys. That's why the two big tarps that I got here are being used here. One is going to go back on the camper when I'm done closing this in, and the other is going to go on my wood piles, my building materials, to protect that. For now, it's keeping our plants alive and doing a good job, I'd say. And in here, there's pink toilet water. We have finished the trailer. I say we because a friend of mine came over and we blew out the lines and we put pink water in. And the house is 100% done and winterized. We went through all of the water faucets and drained and blew out all the lines with an air compressor, all the way from the farthest end to the farthest end. And we're done. The trailer is done. Closed up for the season. Guys, check this out. 21 degrees. It was 22 a little bit ago at 8:30 now. 76 inside with the window open. Well, this needs to be mounted on a wall. That is awesomeness, guys. We are cozy. I gotta open the window some more. It's going down to 18 degrees, guys. 10 o'clock at night. But look at how warm it is inside.